Dane Swanson, the freshman, Patrick Skalniak, James Flannery, freshman Jackson Bonnets, Nick Franchik, and Andrew McKenna in front of Spencer Reese, who takes over for Ryan Kern in net. We have a violation immediately on Navy before we even put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, Nate Hammond, who was 4 of 6 last year on faceoffs, got a quick start to the 2021 season.
Brian Abbott leading our officiating crew here today, signaling that violation. And Mount St. Mary's in the road blue jerseys with the white numbers here this afternoon, white helmets, mids in the Under Armour white shirts, the blue shorts, and of course those slick-looking. Navy's only activity here of the spring. Across the top of the box area, Flannery. Coming down from the left point now, Peters. Behind the goal, Perriton here. Shot clock at 28 for Navy. No score, just underway, 12:57 to go first quarter here in Annapolis. Bouncing shot and a goal. Patrick Skalniak, the sophomore midfielder out of Dallas, Texas, gets Navy on the board at the 12:49 mark. And the first goal of the season comes from the midfield, Joe, as Navy takes the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, nice bounce shot by Skalniak here, a guy who certainly showed some impressive moves last year for this Navy team. And this bounce shot from just outside the crease there and hits upper 9.
Another freshman out of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Ball short hops. Max Hewitt there made a nice catch. Shot clock at 19 for the mids. Navy leading 1-0.
Zone pretty effective here for Mount St. Mary's last couple possessions, forcing the mids to shoot from the outside.
And there's a laser right on cue, Joe. Max Hewitt unloads the crank shot. The freshman from Denver said, "You'll play zone, I'll take that long-range shot." And the rifle gets home at 4:36 of the first quarter. It's Navy 2 and Mount St. Mary's 0.
That's not too different from basketball. You can shoot teams out of a zone, and Hewitt allowed to step into one from 50. The slip and the tumble, or that would have been a much better look, because Reese kind of came out a little bit more than we've seen him today. He was a little bit out of position there.
Meehan goes through the gauntlet here for the mids.
How about that?
Nice job there by Colin.
Through 3 players, that'll set up this advantage here for the mids.
And a shot and a goal. The mids had to wait as they get the catch, getting control, and the shot and a goal. And it's 3-0 Navy as the mids get it upfield quickly and catch them out. Defense sleeping, and right in front, Christian Daniel puts in his first of the year. Tyler Perriton the dime, and it's 3-0 Navy at 2 to go here in the second quarter. And Navy now with a man up for 30 seconds.
Jack Sweeney on the EMO. We talked about him last year, playing that role inside. Perriton and Daniel in the attack with Cole.
Right on the doorstep, Sweeney right on cue, shoots and scores. Great cut without the ball. Daniel puts it right on his stick, and Jack Sweeney converts, Joe, to make it a 4-0 game.
Now started up top on the restart and just works his way down the right channel, and he's so good inside. I mean, that's such a quality. He's a bigger guy, too, that allows him to get some space in there, too. But Mount St. Mary's just watching the ball a little bit too much there and not watching the cutter as Sweeney cuts in front. And
12-8 in the game so far. And a lot of those shots from Mount St. Mary's came early in that first quarter when Spencer Reese made a couple of nice saves. And again, Navy doing a great job to close down there as McMahon got a little bit closer to the goal.
Nice recovery by Mandish there, number 8 out there.
Ball down here, simple drop ball. That time by Kelly Guin, and here come the mids in transition. Franchik down the middle of the field, bounce shot, scores! Transition time for Nick Franchik, the senior defender out of Southport, Connecticut, puts it home. 6:38 to go, second quarter. The defense turns to offense, 5-0 Navy.
Second career for Franchuk goal. He has 2 shots in his career, Pete, and he's got 2 goals. Bounce shot there for the senior captain wearing number 40 this season in the middle of that defense.
Is looking to settle things down here. 3:38 to go here in the second quarter from Annapolis. 50 on the shot clock for Navy and a 5-0 lead. Swanson gives it away to Skalniak. Patrick, who scored the first goal of the game, first goal of the season for the mids. Flannery gets away, crank shot, shoots and scores.
I really like what I've seen so far from Flannery. He's been really active, even in the situations where he doesn't have the ball necessarily. Just his movement has been really impressive, and this is a nice move by Flannery. Here, quickly to his right as the slide over post lower.
Here's Flannery, far side. Sweeney keeps it moving for Cole. Cole looking for the angle, goes up top on the right side, shoots it wide, backed up by Sweeney, 38 on the shot clock for the Mids with 8:27 to go here in the third quarter.
We do have to ask Dane about that commute from St. Mary's City to Owensboro.
Yes, that's quite a long one.
Every day.
I'm going to have to assume McDonough had some dorms.
Yeah, that's a pretty long haul.
Reed down the right side, switches to the left hand, fires a shot and scores. Bryson Reed, the freshman, out of Effort of Pennsylvania. Switched hands neatly there. And again, another midfield goal for the Mids, and it comes from another freshman.
Well, you love to see it, Pete. As you mentioned, stopped right, comes back to his left. On a little swim move to his left, gets free and takes the shot. Perfect placement, too. Really nice on what's going on these faceoffs.
Yeah, Joe Amplo talked about that when we had a chance to talk with him yesterday, and you just got to – they have to do it, and your players have to do it. It's both sides here. It's referees and players that have to make the adjustment to adjudicating a new rule. Long-range shot and a goal. Mount on the board for the first time today is Luke Frankeny, senior out of Wilmington, North Carolina, with a left-handed crank shot. Gets them on the board with 7:34 to go in the third. It's Navy 7 and Mount St. Mary's 1.
Oh, heck of a shot by Frankeny here on the wing, beating Spencer Reese. As you see here on the replay, beautiful placement on that shot for Frankeny. The senior from Wilmington.
Hold. You know, the stick's got to, bar him from doing something.
Jacob Mandish on the man down, playing the point right now defensively for the Mids.
First man up of the day for Mount St. Mary's. They did not have any against Delaware last week. Frankeny keeps it working. Shot and a goal. Just above goal line extended. Guin puts it in. And Mount St. Mary's cuts the Navy lead with a man-up goal to 7-2.
Yeah, Guin gets the goal there, and he better have scored there because he had a cross crease wide open for a pass and a layup there. But he does a good job of splitting the defense here and getting the shot down low and beating Reese. As we talked about, you mentioned earlier, they've gone high a lot in this game. They went to the bounce shot the last time. This time they go low again, go 5-hole there.
Perriton gets it away to Skolniak. Mids had a man-up goal earlier. Daniel keeps it moving. Cole now. Sweeney. Foster to Perriton. Skolniak to Sweeney. Back to Skolniak near side. 35 left on the man up. Inside, Sweeney goes around the world behind the back and puts it home.
A great goal by Jack Sweeney there as he goes behind the back on the tight feed by Christian Daniel. And as we mentioned, Jack Sweeney works those 2 or 3 yards inside right around the crease as well as any Navy player in recent history. So close inside there. Again, Mount St. Mary's kind of lets him get to that spot. I'm not sure why they do. It's the second time they've sort of let him get across to the crease like that without his body turned.
Defenseless player. Doesn't see him coming, blindside hit. But it was how late the flag was the problem. There was no flag coming until he couldn't get up.
Yep.
And he laid there for 3 or 4 seconds before the official threw the flag. Man up now for Mount St. Mary's. 2-3-1 setup here for the Mount. 2-minute call. Inside, shot and a goal. Keitlinger gets the job done as he puts it in down low against Spencer Reese. And it's Navy 8 and Mount St. Mary's 3.
Yeah, cutting across the middle of the defense here. Getting the feed, taking to his bounce shot. Certainly seems like their fortune has turned when they decided to shoot a little bit lower against.
Mids blessed with a couple of good, strong, short stick defensive midfielders. They've got the diminutive Kai Sasaki out there at 5'4" as well. Circling around from back to front, Brendan Doyle. Ooh, you could hear that Hit the helmet.
Right off Sasaki's helmet.
And then the Mount able to strip it in front, and they put it in.
Yeah, I don't know if Navy ever really got possession of this, whether it was able to be knocked free out of a Navy stick. It was being fought for, and Mandish looked like he had a shot at getting it to it. And
it's either Frankeny or McCarthy here. You see Frankeny?
You're on the double team. It does get stripped free there.
Yeah, it's McCarthy. McCarthy able to pick up the loose ball, but it was Frankeny's work from in front against Meehan as Frankeny and Keitlinger worked hard to get that ball corner now. It's Flannery. Flannery trying to dodge 1v1 out of the corner. It's good defense by McIntosh to strip it away. Perrotin under attack. 3 blue shirts there. Swarming like piranhas, and the Mount able to get it away. Start their clearing attempt.
It's really interesting. You know, Mount St. Mary's has really diverted their defense to stopping Flannery. That time they switched and put a pole on him. We talked about before they were doubling him.
And there's a long-range crank shot, and putting it home that time in transition, Tim Bradley. And all of a sudden, it's an 8-5 game with 3:12 to go.
Well, Bradley's done a lot of the grunt work today for Mount St. Mary's.
He sure has.
And now it pays off in the other end with a transition goal for him. Able to step in from 10 yards out, so.
It's a well-placed shot.
Big Ten had Hopkins 5, Michigan 6, which was sort of surprising to see Hopkins that far down in the preseason poll, but Rutgers has got a good freshman class. They looked impressive today, and obviously I think you put Maryland and Ohio State right there in the mix.
They're in the upper echelon.
Yeah.
Both of those clubs are really good. Cole with possession, running just in front of the end line for the Mids. He's going to be able to run out the rest of this clock. There's 5, there's 4.
And the shot clock,
and the shot clock expires with 2.3 to go. And the Mids are going to win their season opener for Joe Amplo here this afternoon as they beat Mount St. Mary's by a score of 8-5. And for the first game of the year in freezing temperatures, if you're Navy,